Hello and welcome to this lecture. And in this lecture, we will go ahead and talk about namespacing URLs. So what exactly do I mean by namespacing a URL? So now consider this. Let's go to the urls.py file of your food app. So if you just go ahead and go to the urls.py file, as you can see, we have a bunch of paths or URL patterns defined right over here, and each one of them also have a name. So for example, this path actually has a name index, this path actually has a name as detail, and this path actually has a name as item. So that's all fine and good. Now you need to understand that these URLs are actually present inside our food app. So if you have a look at this urls.py file, they are actually present in our food app. And the food app is actually just a part of our bigger project, which is my site. Which means that just like the food app, there could be multiple apps present in our project as well. So while you're working in a company and you become a Django developer, what might happen is that you might be working on the food app for the My Site project, while your friend or coworker might be working on some other app in the same project. So now what would happen if he actually creates URL patterns in his own app and he also names those paths as a detail and item? So in that case, if you actually go to the index.html, as you can see, we have mentioned detail over here. Now your friend also has an app and he has also defined a URL pattern with a name detail in his own app. So how exactly will Django understand to which detail does this detail refer to? So now Django has two choices. Either it has to follow the detail path which is created by you over here in this particular app, which is the urls.py file of your food app, or it can refer to the detail URL which is created by your friend in some other app. So in order to avoid such confusions when we are working with multiple apps, what we do is that we go ahead and we namespace the URLs. So how exactly do we do that? So in namespacing, what you simply do is that you simply go ahead and add app_name in the urls.py file and just add in the app name over here. So our current app is food, so I'll simply type in food here. And once we have typed this thing in, you now have to simply go ahead and wherever you have used these URLs or these paths right here, you can simply go over there. And now instead of just specifying detail, I will now mention that my particular detail path actually belongs from the app, which is food. So I'll type food : and then detail. So now Django actually understands that, okay, this detail URL actually belongs to the food app. So that means it is only going to look at the urls.py file of the food app. And it's not going to look at the urls.py file of your friend's app. And when your friend is going to write in some code, he also has to go ahead and use namespacing, and he has to explicitly mention the name of the app before specifying any URL right here. So that's how namespacing works, and that's why namespacing is actually important in Django. So hopefully you guys be able to understand what is namespacing and how exactly it is used. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.